Jon Jones, undisputed, disputed, interim, unification bout. It happened over the weekend. Dana White says he's retired. You were the undisputed champion. How are you feeling a few days after?
I mean, to be honest, I would have rather fought for it, of course. I did defend the interim though, which is a weird thing as well. Yeah, to be honest, I always saw myself as a champion anyway. I think the whole Jon Jones thing was a bit weird. I think everybody can see that that was a bit of a strange situation. But luckily now that is in the past and we can move on, which is good.
Tell me how it happened. Where were you? How did you find out? And what were those first moments like?
So I had been for a meal and like been out and stuff for the day. I was just getting a shower. It was just before midnight. And I started getting calls on my phone that they'd announced it, and I was like, what's this? Like, I knew that, obviously, I had an inkling that Jon Jones was going to retire and they're going to move forward and I'm going to be the champion. But as you said, I didn't expect it last weekend, and I didn't expect it to be in like Azerbaijan. All due respect to Azerbaijan and stuff, but I just didn't, it's just not really what I expected. So, like I said, I would have rather fought for it. I would rather take the title from the champion. But I honestly believe that I was already a champion in my own right anyway, so a little bit of a weird situation, but it's all in the past.
Do you feel like you were denied the memory, the experience of being crowned an undisputed champion, or at least at a press conference in Vegas? I mean, you were coming here a few days later. Were you kind of denied a little bit of the fanfare that should come along with becoming the heavyweight champion of the world?
You know what? I would have liked to fight for it. The other stuff, it's not really important to me. Like, in a year's time or whatever, people are just going to forget and I'm just going to be known as a champion anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I've said it a million times, but I just like fighting people. That's what I really enjoy, above everything else. Titles, money, like fame, all the rest of it. I just like the actual act of training for a fight, the build up to it, fighting people, putting your skills to the test. I love all that stuff, like I'm a proper MMA nerd. And the fact that I've not had a chance to do that, I'm just relieved that it's over and we can move forward. I believe that that's the UFC's business, really. As far as, I just did everything that was asked of me, to be honest. What their business is with the other side is their business, and I don't really know what happened. I know that the UFC were pretty sure that it was going to happen, and that's all I know, really. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I know that there's people that come out and said he's been offered the money that he asked for and he got the time he asked for and everything. I just got told that I was fighting and I went along with it, and that's all I know. I don't know, because he was putting a lot of stuff out on social media, but people were always like, he's just playing mind games, he's gonna sign the contract, but then he just didn't. So when stuff started to come out about him speaking that he's not going to fight again and he's going to retire and stuff, I didn't know what to believe, to be honest, and I thought, I don't know if this is actually going to happen, and then it didn't. So, mate, honestly, I've said it a million times, I was never actually chasing Jon. I was chasing the heavyweight title all along. The face, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jon Jones would have been an amazing scalp, time on record, but the opponent, the guy standing across from me, never mattered. It never has mattered. It never will matter. Like, what was important to me was being the best in the world. So the other stuff was pretty irrelevant. As I said, it would have been a great scalp. That would have, propelled me more than any other fight. But a fight's a fight. I'm not too bothered.
Obviously, it impacts you financially, and Dana even talked about like your legacy. Not fighting for a year, but even just from a mood standpoint, this is what you like to do. So how has the last year been just in terms of not being able to do what you like to do?
You know what, you can look at it from both sides. I've improved a lot in a year. And because I was always uncertain of when I'm going to fight, I've stayed locked in for like a full year, which is something that I've never really done before. It's always been like train, fight, time off, train, fight. Whereas this time I've actually stayed consistent with my training and stuff. Stayed consistent with the lifestyle, and I think that I've made like massive improvements, that is actually one of the positives to not fighting regular, is that you can be consistent with improvement. Whereas if you got like an 8-week window for a fight or a 12-week window, you're training for one guy. Now I was just training to get better in the whole time, ready to sign a contract if it was Jon or somebody else, to then prepare for that one guy. But I've had like 10, 11 months just training to get better, so I feel like I'm much better than I was last year. And I just never knew, to be honest. I just kept an open mind for the full thing. I did what I was told to do by the UFC. Stay ready, get ready for a call, stay in shape, stay focused, and that's what I did. And the other business is basically none of my business. That's their business. So I stayed ready, stayed motivated, stayed in the gym. And as I said, I've made massive improvements and I'm looking forward to showing the world. It's going to be fun. From a selfish perspective, I wish you would have stuck around, obviously. But like I said, that wasn't the fight that I was chasing. I was chasing the title, but yeah, definitely retire before the sport retires you, because now, and I don't want to drop any names, but a lot of my peers in the generation above me, I see where the bodies are at now. And I see that the sport can wear on you, man. Like, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous sport. And yeah, if you're healthy and you've got money and you're in a good place mentally, then it's probably a good spot to retire. If you think you're risking it all and you've got this young guy breathing down your neck and you're not too sure about it, I think it's probably smart to retire. As far as legacy-wise, to compare to a guy like Jon Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva and stuff like that, I'm miles away from them, man. I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about the next fight. So I just want to fight. That's what's important to me, is I want to be active. I want to be fighting. I want to be motivated. I want to be doing everything that comes with it. I just love fighting people. So it's irrelevant who I'm fighting, just as long as I am fighting.
It's disappointing, but it's like, you know, world to move on, and we got a heavyweight champion, undisputed. It's like what happened will happen. I wonder what you think in terms of, do you think he'll struggle with it? Like, if you move on and you knock out a guy and you submit a guy, and you're not talking about Jon Jones and no one is talking about Jon Jones, do you think he is the kind of guy that will resurface because he will say he misses the spotlight?
I don't know him personally, so I have no idea. I know he's got his own struggles going on at the moment, so whatever he's going through in his life, I wish him the best of luck. I have no, if he feel, from what he's saying on social media and interviews and stuff, he feels like he's done enough. So if he feels like that and he can be content with that, like, God bless him, and I wish him all the best for the future of his life.